For 400 years, you had your knees on our necks. A garden of evil with no seeds of respect. In America's mirror, all she sees is regret.
We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied.
Almost every statement that Commissioner Murphy makes would give you the impression that he's encouraging the police, rank and file policemen, that to take whatever method or measures necessary to hold the Negroes in check. He feeds the type of statistics to the white public to make them think that Harlem is a complete criminal area, that everyone is prone toward violence. This gives the police the impression that they can then go and brutalize the Negroes or suppress the Negroes or even frighten the Negroes. Whenever something happens, 20 police cars converge on one area. This doesn't frighten Negroes. So it...
Yes. Good morning, great people. This is the Peace of Mind, and to my left, I have...
What's up? This your boy Jay Press Play.
This your girl B.
And we are also Boogie and Boo.
Boo and Bougie.
Bougie, right. Him. So we're going to jump into it. What's next? I mean, our people have protested peacefully. That didn't work. Our people have, rioted. But that's still not working. And amongst the rioters, the violent rioters, it's not all our people. So
right.
What is next?
That's a good question, because we woke up today, what's today, Saturday?
I think the 6th.
Yes. So yeah, Saturday the 6th with, of course you see plastered all over social media with Michael Jordan and his brand, donating all this money. So the hell what? You got Wendy's saying they giving their little statements. And that to me right now is a crock of crap. It don't mean nothing. Because when Michael Jordan did, back when he donated to Black Lives Matter, he also sent money to the police department. So it's like right now with us canceling people, with black folk canceling people, of course everybody's going to now do their apologies. Everybody's now going to do, I donate money. And, you got Zuckerberg donate money. You have Amazon donate money. But Amazon is in beds with Trump like this. So what are we going to do? Are we going to, because we've been saying Black Lives Matter, and not to say that all lives don't matter. But yes, we've been saying that Black Lives Matter, but our black dollars matter a lot as well. And these companies know that. So, of course, in the midst of all of this going on, we are finally standing up for ourselves. We're standing up for our rights. Oh, yeah. So the people who've been in bed with Trump, okay, I'm going to send some money to the black folk because we don't want them to stop buying. Okay, here go Jordan, even though black folk has made him who he is today. Oh, well, yeah, I don't say anything. I don't never say anything when it comes to a person of my people, but I'm going to just go throw y'all some money. Nigga, we don't need no deadbeat daddies out here. When what I mean by that is, think about when your child is at home, but you always talk about you send money. Money gone, you ain't never there. So what you think that child want? What you think we need? You think we want your money, or you to actually do something? Because you saying, yeah, you donate here, you donate there, but we don't know. Show us some receipts. And then after the receipts, show us some progress. Because your money don't mean nothing right now. Y'all, we've been throwing money. Y'all been throwing money around. But just like you throw money around, but you're just like with the stimulus, when it came for the businesses. Big businesses was taking all the money that was supposed to be for the little mom and pop business, and then throwing the little mom and pop businesses crumbs, and now where are all the mom and pop businesses now? If they haven't been broken into and vandalized. But let me go. Let me hush.
Yeah.
I think Boogie
summed it up.
The only thing that I could suggest with us moving forward is for us to have a constructive plan and to stick to the plan. So if we're boycotting businesses because they're not supporting us, then we need to boycott them because they're not supporting us. Not 24 hours, not 48 hours, not, I forgot we was boycotting, but I just bought me so-and-so. Like, I really want us to...
We're going to say so-and-so, we're going to say the brand.
I'm just saying so-and-so because it's not particularly a brand right now. If you come up with a plan, whoever's on the plan, let's stick to the plan. I don't care what businesses you put on there, but stick to the plan. Like, I'm all for protesting. I'm all for what we're doing right now. No, we're not saying go burn down whatever, because that's not great either. But we do need to have a plan for what we do after our protest, because we get emotional, we get riled up. We know that. We get emotional. And we do things right now, but we need to look at the longevity of what's going on in America.
And just to add on to that, I agree with Rita. Protesting, I love it. I never understood why we tear down our own neighborhoods. That's not affecting the non-pigment people. If we're going to tear down a neighborhood, you got to go to their neighborhood where it's going to affect them.
And hold on, we're not advocating that either.
Well, disclaimer. Disclaimer, let me check that. Let me change what I just said. If you're going to do that, don't tear up our neighborhoods. The places where our people got to go and shop and live. Don't destroy our businesses, because our businesses are the ones that are going to be the most difficult to build back up, if they're able to build back up. Also, note, as many should already know, our people are not the ones that are escalating these riots. We have the organization called Antifa, which is an organization that's kind of like a baby KKK, also known as agitators. Agitators are either planted by the government. They could be police officers, as we seen in one of the video. You know, it's just random people that, how can I say it? That are, quote unquote, are for Black Lives Matters, but actually they're just trying to deface Black Lives Matters. Antifa put out an article, we're paying 1,000 people $25 an hour to go and disrupt the Black Lives Matter peaceful protest. So all of this was just a plan. Actually a trap, because if you also notice that there were a pallet of bullets. I mean, not bullets. A pallet of bricks in each riot zone. And you may have seen a lot of videos floating up. And it's interesting that the news broadcasters were even saying the same thing. They're paying it now. Everything is surfacing. And I can say with the coronavirus going on, the coronavirus has created a grand platform for exposure of racism. So moving forward, like V said, we have to have a plan. But the first thing we also need to do is make sure that everybody is registered to vote. Yeah. Because we need to tackle Congress, the lawmakers. We need to get the racists out of the office. And some of you guys are not aware that some of them may have only 2 years in, 6 years in. It just depends. But if you don't know the law, you don't read and research, you're not going to know this. So that's why they continue to stay in office.
And I'm not even talking about the presidential election, because most of my people that I talk to that don't vote, they're always talking about, oh, the presidential election is applied, any kind of conspiracy theory that you could think. And that's not what we're asking you guys to go out and vote. Yes, vote for the presidency is important, but it's not as important as your local government, your county government, and your state government, the House, and the Senate. Those are the people that control the president. The president can say whatever he wants to do, but if it doesn't get passed in the House or in the House of Senate, it's not going to pass. But our problem is we have a House of Senate and a House of Representatives that is flawed. They're old, no pigment people that's still stuck in the 60s, because some of them have held their seats for that long.
Years.
For that long. Years. So we have to get out and vote. Yes, protesting is great. Woohoo! But protesting does not change laws. At all. At all. All it does is get the news cameras out there to put light on what's going on. But after they turn off the lights, the laws is still the laws.
Jacked up. Yep.
Please go out and vote. Make sure y'all look and see when your counties, when your cities are voting. Get out there. Just like you're protesting in the hundreds, the thousands, the however many, I need to see that on election. I know for Palm Beach County it's August. Get out and vote.
And one more thing to close it. Am I closing? Well, one more thing. We got to come together as one. If you guys only know how powerful y'all should know how powerful you are, if we come together, the strength that we have, you got to think about it. Our people went through a lot. Every time they knocked us down, we got back up.
Mm-hmm.
And non-pigment people know that. They know that once we gain our full power, it's over for them. But we just need to come together and support each other.
I wouldn't say it's over.
Yeah, but that's what they're scared of. They feel
that's
like
my thing.
that's what they're scared of.
Yeah.
That's why they keep trying to hold us back. It's like, no.
I want to use that word
I just want the same rights that y'all have.
Yeah,
I want the same rights that y'all have, because I really do wonder, because we know that it's systematic racism. Because I'm pretty sure when I go try to get a house or a car, that my interest is going to be higher than a no pigment having counterpart. I'm pretty doggone sure.
No,
I'm pretty freaking sure.
It is.
And like when you can see it when you had to go to the hospital. I mean, you get pushed to the side. I mean, you literally see us getting pushed to the side for them to help the other folk, the ones who they feel like have money, the ones who they feel like have the most power. It shouldn't be that. And we're not trying to we want white folks here and us here. No, if you just let it be equal. But that's why we've been saying damn equal rights, not black rights more than white rights. No, we just want equal freaking rights. That's it.
So we're not saying over, even though we understand what Lyric was trying to say. But I just want to clarify, because we probably gonna get dragged after this video, and I'm straight with being dragged. Trust me. Y'all don't faze me. Just don't knock on my door, because when you knock over here,
drag
you
with
ain't
facts.
gonna knock
All I'm
back.
gonna say, yeah, because we here for the drag, and I'm here for the honest the critiques or whatever. But fact check, okay? Go and not no Candace Owens type fact check, and I'm talking about actual facts.
Even if they fact check, they always manipulate the fact. I'm just saying, we're not saying that it's going to be over for you guys. That is not what we're saying. Even though I understand the word choice she used.
Right.
All we're saying is it's 75% of white people in America. It's like 11 to 13% black. It don't matter if we get paid the same amount of dollars that you get paid. You still outnumber us. All we asking for is the same possibilities that you have, we can have, and our kids can have. The same opportunities for me to let my kid go outside and play in the front yard, and my neighbor don't have to come knock on my door and say, those children just touched my grass. Like, it's grass. Like, if they was white, was you gonna knock on my door and say that they on your grass? Probably not. It is grass. I can replace grass. What I don't want is for my kids to go outside and somebody come by and shoot them because they out there playing with Nerf guns and you think it's a real gun. You don't have to worry about those things. You don't have to worry about when your husband walk out the door at night, he might not make it back home because he got pulled over because they assumed that he did something that he didn't do. Those are the things that you don't have to worry about. I can dream and hope that my kids get married one day and have kids, but that's not a future that I can see right now. Because the only thing I can see is what's present. You can look 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 generations. I can't look at generations because my generation can end tomorrow. That is all I'm saying. I want to be able to have the same dreams, the same future, the same possibilities that you have, that the American flag say I'm supposed to have. And we're about to celebrate 4th of July, and why am I celebrating it? I don't have the same opportunities. Yes, I'm able to go to school at a predominantly white college, but you know the problems that black students go through at a predominantly black college? You don't, I can tell you some...
Black college. You said black college.
White college. You don't know what a black student goes through at a white college. I can tell you some stories, because if anybody went to my college before 2005, we remembered the white guy that hung the teddy bear with a noose from the doggone tree where all the black people stayed on campus. We remember having to be in lockdown because they were saying they were going to kill all the black people on campus. So yes, I had the opportunity to go to that school, but it wasn't a great hallelujah experience. It was traumatizing to call your mama and say, we're in lockdown because white folks trying to kill us. Your children ain't have to call you and tell you that, but every black student at that college had to call their parents and say that. That's the opportunity that you gave me. The opportunity to go, but the opportunity to not be safe.
So yeah, register to vote.
Yes.
Get out and vote.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with the whole unity thing. If we're going to quote unquote cancel people or quote unquote blackout folks, I'm on the fence a little bit about the canceling folk, but if we're gonna black out people for not supporting us the way we need to be supported, can we stick to it? Because I remember when the whole Gucci thing with the label Gucci, not Gucci Man, but the whole Gucci thing, when they disrespected us, and a lot of the celebrities like, no, we gonna boycott them. Fine, I don't want Gucci no damn way, I can't afford it. But
even if I could, I wouldn't.
But and I remember it was an interview. The Breakfast Club was interviewing some guy. I can't remember his name, but he had just went to the Gucci store, bought an outfit because he was planning to go somewhere, and they had to put him up on game because he didn't know. Of course, he was out of the country, whatever the case may be. And he said out of his mouth, "How long we gonna boycott him? Because I gotta wear this Gucci." Does it freaking matter how long they disrespected us? In 2019, they had the nerve to put some them big old giant juicy red lips on the turtleneck. So if they have the nerve to do this in 2019, they've been having all types of feelings about us leading up to that. So just because they made you mad now, you're not gonna buy it now, but then you're gonna go support them again in the future when they don't give a doggone about you. So why don't we take them $300, $400, $500 that you're gonna spend at Gucci and put it into a black owned designer, make them great, make us great. You know what I'm saying? So and then with the NFL, I'm pretty sure the NFL ratings ain't gonna be what they're gonna be if they come back because of this whole thing like this. Because I saw a meme the other day with Colin Kaepernick on the knee, and if it said if I tried to tell y'all was a person, and it was Colin Kaepernick on the knee. So and then the NFL want to issue some kind of statement about.
I want to stick a bird right here.
Like, bruh, like I don't. So if we gonna black out the NFL, because when we did do that,
y'all did,
and no. Because they did, because the ratings did go down. I don't know how long they did, but yeah. And then I got duped when all of the NFL players, everybody was taking it in. I got duped back into it, right? Of course, but I did for a good year and a half. I didn't watch football. For a good season and a half, I didn't watch football. So if we're gonna do that again and let the ratings go down, let all that money not go to, because our dollars do matter. Let's do it. Let's do it again, because last time I checked, Colin Kaepernick still ain't on nobody field. And of course, people are going to go back to this tryout. Okay.
I thought he just got signed the other day. I thought I saw that.
I don't know. We'll definitely have to look at that. But the last trial when they all the analysts and everything, especially old Coon, Jason Whitlock, he had a problem with it. Of course, Stephen A. Smith had a problem. Everybody had a problem with it. Okay, that was his tryout. And the way the NFL went about it wasn't all that great neither. So, I mean, you can't have both ways. Like, I mean, the NFL, they already kicked the man out. Then they gonna dangle a carrot in front of him when they want him to jump at. Nah, jump, little black man, jump. You want this contract? No, let him take some. He can have some power too. He has power as well. And as y'all see, we have power because when we didn't watch the NFL the way y'all wanted us to watch, the NFL Negroes police. So, yes, the revenue did go down. Are we going to do it again? I think it's about that time. Because we sure don't have no owners in this league. Like Master Jerry say, if you kneel on my team, you ain't going to be a Dallas Cowboy. I want to see y'all, especially Dallas Cowboys. If I'm turning on my TV and I'm not watching the Dallas Cowboys, Negroes better be kneeling. Y'all niggas better kneel. Master Jerry tell y'all not to kneel, y'all ain't gonna kneel. Let's see what happens.
So we're gonna wrap that up with, as my mom and dad used to always say, you don't apologize for your voice. You don't apologize for your actions if you felt that it was 100% true. So, can we, as a community, stop accepting these raggedy behind apologies from companies that come out and say something after they realize that we are boycotting them? To me, that's not a true apology, because they said it, they stood on it, they wrote it, they posted it. Stand by it.
Yeah, because I'd rather you just not like me in my face. I'm sorry.
Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will know when we drop a video. Until next time, peace and blessings.
I'm sorry, I get hot sometimes.
Yes, but again, Trina.
This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying in a state of emergency. We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target, because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve. Where was AutoZone at the time when Philando Castile was shot in a car, which is what they actually represent? Where were they? So if you are not coming to the people's defense, then don't challenge us when young people and other people who are frustrated and instigated by the people you pay. You are paying instigators to be among our people out there throwing rocks, breaking windows, and burning down buildings. And so young people are responding to that. They are enraged, and there's an easy way to stop it. Arrest the cops. Charge the cops. Charge all the cops. Not just some of them, not just here in Minneapolis. Charge them in every city across America where our people are being murdered. Charge them everywhere. That's the bottom line. Charge the cops. Do your job. Do what you say. This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for black people, and we are tired. Don't talk to us about looting. Y'all are the looters. America has looted black people. America looted the Native Americans when they first came here. So looting is what you do. We learned it from you. We learned violence from you. We learned violence from you. The violence was what we learned from you. So if you want us to do better, then damn it, you do better.